Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 4. Before beginning, I'm into a good mood. Like really, this month was awful. The last month for French people, you know, with the actual context, with the dissolution of our assembly, with the elections, all of that, we were really like that, and more than just afraid, we were feeling threatened really in our hearts, you know, in our principles, our values. So really, the results of yesterday, really, everyone in France, not everyone, but the majority of French people, really, you could hear it, that everyone made. And really to wake up this morning without that weight, you know, on our shoulders, and without that, you know, eating us from inside, it's feeling so great. I'm feeling so relieved. So that, it's already great. Second thing, me personally, I had also a really rough month, but that's it. I have a plan and I explained you that plan. First of all, now on my Patreon, if you're interested by House of the Dragon, you have the longer reaction part with the level 2, but also now the full reaction part with the level 3. That's it. I'm making full reaction part for House of the Dragon. If you can be interested, you're gonna have them one day sooner like usually, with one video, no ads, all of that. If you can be interested. And the second thing with this plan is the fact that I'm gonna begin a second activity, you know, into my life, my personal life, and for that, you know, I need some help at the beginning, the time for me to find clients and all, to organize myself. So that's why I opened a crowdfunding. If you guys, you want to participate to it, you know, like each little help can be welcomed. You have the link, you know, of the tip page on the description. It's through that, you know, that I'm making my crowdfunding, and I'm giving you updates about it each Wednesday of that month of organization of the crowdfunding. If you want to help, if you can help, even just a little, more if you can, but even just a little, it can be appreciated. If you want this girl to continue to make reaction videos, to continue with this channel, to live our dream life, like I don't have a lot of expectations, you know, high expectations in my life. I mean by that, high ambitions into my life. I just want to continue what I'm doing right now, to fill my fridge, and that's all. Like really, nothing else. And that crowdfunding is gonna be only for this channel, for these videos, to continue it the longer that I can. So if you want to help me, you have the link into the description. So see, really the mood is better. Like during this entire month, my personal life, it was awful. I was in crisis during 2 entire weeks, crying, being so desperate and all. Outside it was hell, like we had no visibility, no projection on our futures, and the future that they were announcing was awful and so against our principles, at least my principles and my values, that I was feeling lost and also desperate. So really, you have the impression that everything is again, you know, at the right place, and again you're feeling safe, you know, and that's such a good feeling, guys. Whew. Why I'm telling you all of that, guys? Because it's to tell you that beginning this episode of House of the Dragon, I'm into a good mood. I'm really excited. I want to enjoy things and all, and also because that's it, we're gonna begin the war. Like really, it has been 3 episodes that I'm telling you, the season 1 was a prologue to explain to us how we ended up in war. And really during these 3 first episodes, each time I was like, that's it. It's gonna be the last little thing that you needed to begin the war. That's it, that's it. And each time, you know, I was into the starting blocks and I had the emotion that, I couldn't go, they couldn't go. For me, really, the discussion between Rhaenyra and Alicent at the end of the previous episode was what we needed for these two who were the ones to still up for peace, for compromises, to have that discussion and to realize that they can't. That's it, it's done. So normally, this episode, beginning of the war. I'm excited about it, we'll see how it's gonna be, different allies and all, that's gonna be cool. I'm not sure that we're gonna have a fight right there already. I think that it's gonna be people moving, placing themselves, and allies really joining forces, you know, people coming and all of that, troops, you know, coming and all of that. I'm more thinking of something like that. But at the same time, we're at the middle of the season already. Episode 4, you know, middle of the season. So maybe they would want to make a coup and to have a fight right there, already someone losing or something like that. No one dying, I don't think so. But someone losing, you know, being forced to run away, to escape, something like that. I know what people are thinking, you know, most of the fans now a lot on Rhaenyra's side, and for a good reason, you know, because we are following her story, and also she suffered a lot, and everything began right there with her son, you know, being killed, with Luke being killed. And I'm saying that because I see also a lot of hate against Rhaenyra. I don't share that hate at all. On the contrary, you know, I love Alicent, her character, because like for Rhaenyra, I can see her qualities and her defaults, their qualities and their defaults, and also where they are right and where they are wrong, you know, their contradictions. And for sure, Alicent, she's full of contradictions, and for sure, what she's deciding to do at the end of the last episode, you can be like, it's her who is blocking the peace, she's not accepting, you know, stuff and all. But for Alicent, you know, her son is on the throne. Rhaenyra, she can't accept that, she wants the throne. So in fact, it's over since a long time, and since a long time it's too late. And herself, she realized that during that discussion, because she can see that Rhaenyra, she's never gonna change her mind, because she can see also that the situation is doomed since a long time, with all of the background of this family, you know, one who lost an eye, one who lost a life, one who, you know, all of that. And right there also, remember that she felt threatened, you know, Rhaenyra, she came with a knife, all of that. So I'm not blaming Alicent like I'm not blaming Rhaenyra. I love Alicent like I love Rhaenyra. I can see both of their reasons to act like they did, you know, and like they do right now. It's like that. It was too late, and since a long time. It was meant to be like that since a long time. So it's like that. Now we're gonna have this war, and that's all. We're finally gonna have this war. We're finally gonna have this war. After waiting for it since so long, we're finally gonna have it. Daemon really is for me the interrogation point of this season. Which side did he truly choose? You know, he was searching for allies and all, but at the same time, that line about we're gonna take the throne, for Rhaenyra or for yourself, and everything about him for this season, the fact that he saw these visions of Rhaenyra when she's young, it means so much. It's so symbolic about the fact that he's only picturing her as a kid, you know, as a young girl who is making babies, trying to repair babies. Like, it's really his way to see Rhaenyra, and then that premonition about that's where you're gonna die with this tree right there. That was a cool moment. And yes, no matter what Daemon during this season, how he's acting and all, I don't know. I don't know what to expect coming from him, and I think that you saw with my reaction videos about the season 1 and the beginning of season 2 that for sure his character is interesting, and I appreciate him for the character that he is, but I don't trust him at all for the decisions that he's gonna take. We'll see, and I'm gonna see that right now. Remember that if you want, on my Patreon you have the longer reaction part with the level 2 and the full reaction part with the level 3. only one video, full opacity for everything. You have distraction videos for House of the Dragon one day sooner. You can support me just for 1 month if you're only interested, you know, by House of the Dragon. You can support me for the entire year and you're gonna have 1 month offered. Think about it, maybe if you want to support this girl, to help me to continue my channel, these videos and all, it can be appreciated. To support me on my Patreon, so you're gonna have something in exchange, or just if you want to support me, you have my tip page, you know, and right now, for this month, I'm organizing a crowdfunding, so each little help, or big help, can be cool, really, so think about it. Let's go for this episode!
Speak plainly.
Again? Again, her as a kid. You're only seeing her as a kid. Oh, that's also really symbolic. It's your subconscious talking right there. For you, she's a kid. And you want to... At least for her to stop talking, to stop telling you the truth and all. Is it truly here?
Lord Grover is looking more hale and healthy than I expected.
This is Oscar Tully, grandson to Greg Tully. He is heir to River Run and the future.
Tully?
How fares your grandson?
Sadly, he remains incapacitated. He lies in a kind of waking sleep, unable to do much more than take meager drink.
So he's alive.
Yes, Gods be good.
Well, perhaps you might place a feather pillow over his head and speed along your inheritance.
I love my grandsire, like a father. My own Lord Father died suddenly, himself.
But he needs a real life, someone alive and who can talk.
Are you going to speak with your grandson's voice for House Tully in the Riverlands?
While he still lives? That's not our way.
Then you're of no use to me.
Hello, my queen. I know she's not the queen, but she's my queen. And to a lot of people, I think. Not just me.
Princess, if we're holding to formalities.
Queen! Queen!
And you are Alan.
Yes, Princess.
I'm given to understand my lord husband knows his life. But I was not told his saviour was so comely. Your mother must have been very beautiful.
Rhaenys? Is your work finished? No, at all.
So... That's what he meant. With respect.
He was the sailor who plucked you from your wintry grave.
Yes.
You did not think to mention it.
Yes, I'm surprised that you didn't know.
Think it relevant.
I know who he is, Goddess. Alan's past is no fault of his. He saved his lord's life. He should be raised up and honoured, not hidden beneath the tides.
This is why you came.
I came to tell you that Baylor has called me to Dragonstone.
Baylor.
That councillor's going to dine on her and Jace for supper. They were arrested in Rhaenyra's absence.
Still. Where's that woman gone?
I love so much her loyalty. She's the best. I hope that it's not a premonition.
Goodbye, Your Grace.
You don't have a lot of dragons, you know you.
As requested.
Poisoned
Well,
or...
if the recipient
Better.
has need of any remedy, the tea is known to disagree with the gut.
I shall observe the girl closely. You've ever been a practical man, an honourable servant to the crown, and you served my lord husband in his darkest hours. Tell me, do you believe Viserys wanted Aemond to succeed him?
You have some doubts now?
I not know. His Grace never raised the matter with me.
It's good, Alicent, that you have some doubts. It's not gonna change anything, because it's too late and since a long time. You know, even if she would have had doubts already during that conversation with Rhaenyra, she would have continued with it for our family, for our sons, so... Cow! You're pregnant from cow and you can't keep
The Bristol host has taken to exploiting the tree.
Oh, Alicent.
To conceal its movements. He now only travels by night to confound our dragon. It is difficult to say, but there were signs of an army moving northwest, I believe.
She believes.
You should have bought.
Ew! Watch your mouth!
The only reason we know any of this is because of Bela's efforts.
What do we know, my prince? If you ask me, it is little and less. Have you had word from your father?
No.
Ravens were sent to Harrenhal seeking news of Daemon's progress with the river.
The fact that he's not giving news and what he said about taking the throne, again, I'm not sure.
This council is rudderless.
I'm doing my best to steer it, Sir Alfred.
Why should your voice be any louder than ours, princess?
Oh! Everyone, he
It
goes.
is her voice, but they are gone.
What has come of this council?
My lord.
I'm glad that you're coming and you're telling him that, but I'm so mad
Our
that
enemy.
you need a guy to tell you to shut up for you to listen. If you girls don't have the crown, they are not listening.
But we must trust that she seeks the
Come
same
on.
as each of us at this table.
Is there no honour left in this world, Cole? Sacking your queen's own castles and putting up people to the sword? Kingmaker. You are not fit for the white cloak. This is a better death than a traitor deserves. You should thank me for it.
I was gonna say it, it's not that bad, like you were against.
We'll lead the van northeast. Follow the coastline.
Realize you were neither born nor bred anywhere near the Crablands, my good Lord Anne. But Harrenhal is to the west.
Indeed it is.
You. Daemon, of all people, has taken Harrenhal. I give you a job, and now you just sit
He entered,
castle.
the door was opened, they welcomed him at the table. Really, he took Arena.
So Kristen is marching on Rock's Rest.
Virtue. A pathetic prize. I gave no such
Castle
mark.
is small.
You sound like loud.
Half the gold smashes it, and that dragonstone effectively cut off by land. All will not be won with dragons alone, and with dragons flying behind armies of men.
No. Have him turn back. I want Harrenhal back.
Cole is already preparing his attack.
How do you know this?
He sent word to me.
No, you sent word to
you?
him. His hand, you know.
Almaus neod damni repagon eoteopolis. Lokoston kodabli predagon, rosipot taule de repagon. Simpotaron sirtom ti bitti vettugon.
Nuki costum vividus. Segiton. Vidivasni.
Harrenhal is a useful morass. It'll keep Daemon well occupied while we strengthen our host and weaken Rhaenyra's support on the mainland.
Oh, aegon.
Right now,
Your lack of authority, credibility.
don't you agree, my king?
New nightmare? Ah! It's Aemond? No? You are him, he is you, you're thinking the same. You're the same.
You.
I'm called Alice.
Strong?
Rivers. Harrenhal's been cursed since its first storm was like. Black hadn't felled a grove of weirwood trees that grew on these lands. It said their whispers can still be heard
The
sometimes.
midwife's tale.
The very bed you sleep in was made from such a hard tree. You experienced anything of note?
You know the answer.
So you've come here after quarreling with your wife.
What?
You arrive here alone, claim the castle, and yet
Uh-huh.
send no ravens. Do you now plan to make your own claim? Perhaps to prove yourself to
Do
her?
not try me with your incidents, which
I mean, does it please you that her legitimacy is contested as you stand here with a castle and a dragon, attempting to draw an army of men? Here, drink this.
It doesn't need her, you know, to think all of that.
Place to
She
yourself.
just said it out loud. You know, I don't want people to be like, oh, that's it, a witch made him like that, and all. No, all by himself. He did that all by himself. She just revealed it.
I once fight for Queen Rhaenyra's hand. Before she wed to Rhaenyra. I was like this. She had the true blood of the dragon.
and you're prepared to march without the leave of your...
Oh, daemon! That's new. That's interesting.
With grace. And once you and your dragon bring the Queen's justice to the Brackens, our armies will be yours.
Daemon, you should really be focused into the action and all, and you're somewhere else.
Resources are certainly growing more plentiful in the face of the blockade. The demand of the blacksmith's armors and time for equipment has only grown apace with the Kristen's army.
Both getting bored, both not made for that.
But with Aemond and aegon also at the ready, we are a formidable opponent. You bore me. You all bore me.
I'm trying to say it out loud and with that face. But it's bad because him being bored, he can choose right now, you know, to take his dragon and to do something stupid like